What is the topic today?
Walking.
Walking, right?
Walking.
Who likes to walk every day? Who has no choice? I walk my dog every day. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. Gotta walk her, right? They're animals. They need to be moving around. My biggest thing with walking with seniors especially, make sure we walk safely and make sure we understand which muscles you might be hurting when we're walking, or if we're walking we get hurt, how to rehab them properly. We talked about walking. It basically, if you want to talk about it, 8% of the walking occurs from basically 90% from the waist down. Okay, so we're walking through all the joints from the waist down, hips, femurs, knees, ankles, and back to make sure all those joints are loose and then strong. Okay? Who's ever had ankle injury here before? Ankle injury. I have. Knee injury. I have. Hip injury. I have. Back injury. Yes, I have. Same thing. Okay? When you have an injury, sometimes the joint gets tighter, and long term can be tight here and there as a weak point of your body. So you want to make sure whatever your tightness is, wherever that area is, can be identified early enough to make sure you do extra stretches, extra movement, routinely to keep your body healthy. How do people here or stretch every day? I do. How many people want to exercise or strength train every day? About 4 days a week for me, 5 days a week. Okay? We do that because we want to keep our body loose, flexible, and strong. We do that, we're working different muscles. Again, we talk about the joints of the body, we're also talking about the muscles too. We're going to start with the hip joint. When I say hip, I'm going to go side of my hip joint here, to include your technology or terminology, piriformis, G medius, G maximus, and also part of the hamstring attachment, along with part of the quad attachment to TFL band. Okay? You have about 5 muscles that control your hip motion. You want to stretch them all if you can at once, or you want to make sure they stay loose. The reason if I have a tight hip here, my left side's loose, I start walking, will they naturally become more even or naturally maintain that unevenness or imbalance, you think? If my right side's constantly tight. It will maintain the imbalance. So if I'm off, where my left side's loose, my right side's tight, and I start walking, it's going to maintain that imbalance and make it my normal. And that can cause back problems, hip problems, knee problems, ankle problems. So we want to make sure when we start walking or have a routine going, we want to make our walking injury-free and possibly build strength to have more endurance and more, if you want to call it, ability to walk further. You want to stretch your hips first. And what we're doing today is kind of an accumulation of what we talked about since September, right? We started back, I think, September, maybe in October, or September, or we got back September, back in here the last 4 months. We're going to talk about a lot of exercises the same, but now to use it for walking. Okay, so first we talk about here is a hip flexor stretch or hip stretch. Bring your ankle to your knee, and with that knee, bring that knee to your shoulder. Yes, not all the way, I can't do that. But can we bring it up enough where you feel that pull on the side of your leg? On that side. Okay? And again, we want to always have good posture. You just sit in front of the chair, or we lean forward a little bit, or we can use the back of the chair. It's up to you. We want to sit here and pull that knee up and hold the stretch for about 10 to 15 seconds. Again, it's going to be not straight up, but more toward your opposite shoulder. So my right knee to my left shoulder, and with my knee and ankle being in figure 4 position. Okay? Where do you feel tight with this?
It hurts right here.
Fantastic, good. That's where you want to feel the pain. When I say pain, tightness. We talked about flexibility before too. Flexibility can occur where it feels uncomfortable, but not painful. That's as far as we want to hold it to. Hold for 15 seconds, relax, and if at home, do about 2-3 times. Switch sides too, and see which side feels tighter to you. If it feels different, soreness, different places too. Breathe that up. The left side's a little bit tighter than my right. Again, same thing, I feel it more here in my glute area, where I should feel that's where the muscle is going to pull. Okay? All your muscles have an attachment point above and below. So here, your TFL band, for example, here, connects at right below your knee, right above your hip. Then you're going to feel this stretch. You're going to feel those endpoints of muscle called tendons where it pulls the most. Okay, any questions about that? Good? So when we're walking, the way we use this muscle, TFL bands, allows us not to do this when we walk. We keep our hip in and more stable. When these are strong, allow us to take a step and our body stays in line with what we're walking to our axis versus wanting to push our hip out. TFL band, use that to keep that in. Okay? Along with some piriformis and some medius. The main muscle is your hip, your side hip blade. Muscle where it goes from your knee to your hip all the way up, allows you to just keep those hips in when you're walking. It's more efficient. Okay, so if you take a step, and also take a step like, man, my hip hurts. My first thing I'm going to do at home is do this side hip stretch. Okay, any questions about that? I want to make you your best doctors. So you go to co-pay and a long visit at your doctor's office. Make sense? Good? Okay? Second one, as we sit here, now how do you go from the hip to the knee? Okay? How do we make our knees, when I say knees stronger, the knee composes of the quad muscle on top, in front on top, below is the tibialis anterior, more your shin splints, on the side, front of the leg, lower leg. The behind the leg, we talked about a second ago, is your hamstring above the knee, and your calf muscle below the knee, or triceps surae. Okay? We want to make those muscles stay loose to protect the knee. The knee, when someone comes in my office and says, I have knee pain, I go, where's your knee pain? Sometimes they'll say, here, here, or here. Any position around the knee I work on first of all, especially in front, is your quad muscle. Okay, your quad muscle is such a big muscle, and it's split in three different ways. Your maximus in the middle, lateralis on the side, and your inside is called your medius. Your medialis in the middle. So that three sections of your quad muscle control that movement of the knee to flex up. Okay, when we do that, when we bring our toes straight up, we're making mostly that maximus middle of that quad muscle work the most. Okay? When we bring your foot down again, relax it. Now, without bringing your leg up, turn your foot out. Now bring your knee up. Now you're working more the medius, the inside of the quad muscle. Okay? If I bring my foot down again, I saw the face. Bring your foot down again. Turn your foot in, that right knee, turn the foot in. Now bring your leg up, straight up. Working the lateralis side of the muscle. Okay? So someone has knee pain, I ask them to do this exercise. The middle, toe coming straight up. The toe coming out, working the inside muscle of the quad. And the toe coming straight in, facing inward, work the outside. What do you think is the most common injury of the quad muscle? Inside, outside, or middle? What do you think? Outside it's a common answer for one too, but very close, okay? Not the middle, not the outside, but the inside, because we talked about a second ago, you have the second muscle out here. The second muscle, TFL band, supports the lateralis, so you have two muscles out here, and only one middle and one inside. So the inside muscle is what actually gets strained the most. It's the weakest. Because that outside muscle gets too tight again, it's going to pull the knee in, causing the inside muscle to weaken. So we have to routinely make sure every motion of your knee, toe pointing up, pushing extension, in and out, is feeling evenly strong. If not, now you know how to work that muscle to make it stronger. If my inside knee is tight and weak, I'm going to push my toe on my right leg, push my toe out to allow the inside to get stronger. A lot of people say I have knee pain. More than half, I do this exercise and go, oh, that feels painful. Great. Let's work the muscle. Because it's above the knee joint. It's not the joint, it's the muscle itself. Plus your quad muscle, the whole thing attached becomes a tendon over the knee that attaches below the kneecap. So if someone has pain below the knee, I tell them, let's try this one and see how that feels. This one feels tight coming straight up. It's not the max, it's the maximus being tight causing knee pain down here. it's called tibialis anterior, tibial tuberosity, but that part of the joint right below the knee is very common to happen in athletes. People that have strong quads because it pulls on that bone. So if you have that pain in your knee, right below the kneecap, when you bring your toe straight up, that's most likely because of the tight quad. We'll show you how to stretch that in a minute too. Okay? If something is tight, the first thing to do is how do we stretch it? And then how do we strengthen it? These are things to really learn your system for you to stay healthy. That's the plan. Any questions at all? Yes, ma'am.
I had a stroke 5 years ago, and I have a hard time getting down. But I do go on the chair and go up and down.
Good.
But that's why I started coming today, so I can maybe start doing a little bit
Good.
better.
And the goal with that one is to get your legs and arms stronger. I'll show you. Actually, just jump that real quick. We talked about the last time too. We come here. We do on that one. Just come down. If I'm coming down, I'm going to push off here and push myself up with my hands. Being a dancer, you know how to balance on one foot.
Yes.
Okay? So I'm going to put all my weight. If I'm stuck on the ground, I want to get up, put all my weight on the foot that's in front. I'll put all my weight there, then use my hands as leverage, keeping that leg stable, and push up and come up on that foot. You want to try that?
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Right here?
Right here.
Oh,
I'm going to make you famous.
and how dangerous, I find it, I hurt my kneecap by going onto my knee without a good pad.
Without support, right? So, but you don't know where you're going to fall. So
The kneecap really, I was thinking of this.
You almost want to put a pad down if you have a pad to practice and practice the exercise. So have you come right over here for me facing this way. So come over here and then face that way. There we go. And then follow me when you do this, okay?
Okay.
All I'm going to do is come down, put one knee down real slowly so don't hurt your knee. Use the chair if you need to.
I can't.
Which is a better knee for you? Yeah,
I'm having a hard time.
that's okay. Take your time. That's okay. Then from there, now bring this foot forward so you can see your toe. Then you can keep one hand on the chair if you want to.
Oh, I'm getting a cramp on this one.
Let's push yourself up this way. There we go. I'll hold the chair for you. Go ahead. So push.
Oh,
Is it cramped up on you, huh?
right here.
Forgot to stretch before the show. Let's try it one more time. Does that feel okay now? Do a little bit of a bend. Stretch out real quick. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Good. Does it feel tight on the left-hand side? Feels tight?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little tight. Okay. So here, let's do a quick hamstring stretch first before we do anything.
Okay.
Put the wall over here.
Okay.
Let's have you do is go against the wall with your glutes here. I'm going to have you do, bring your feet forward. Hands here. This is part of this. We're kind of turn around a little bit more too. This gets your back looser, hamstrings looser, and back stronger. So I call it a hamstring stretch. Hands here. Slide the hands down where you're comfortable. Once you stop, wait for a second. Then come up and touch the wall with your shoulders first. So watch me first. I'm going to come up. Shoulders first. Keep that back arched. How does that feel? How do the hamstrings feel?
Feel good?
Good. Just do it one more time. All the way down. Once you're comfortable, you come up and touch the wall with your shoulders first. Keep that back arched the whole time. How's that? Good. Now, let's try this, but let me give you 1 second. Put this here, a little padding for your knee. I'll put the chair right here too if you need it. You come down first. So let's put this, here we go. Let's move that below your knee. Is that better?
Yes.
Good. Now bring this foot forward. Forward. This way. And then right about here. There we go. Now that's stable, right? It's not going to move. Okay. Take both hands, put them just like this. Okay? I'll support you and push yourself straight up.
With the hand on here.
Lock put your elbows, push up, and as you push up, now walk your other foot. So I'm here. I'm going to come here. As I come up, I'm going to bring that other foot, slide it forward, and come up this way. It's okay. Push here.
Oh,
There you go. See? You got it.
because I have two
Fusion, right?
two rings on my spine.
Okay.
And they took a piece of lip bone, but this doesn't never bother me.
We have to get it stronger.
That's what I have to do. That's why I started coming.
Okay, so another one for you too. So that's what we talked about a second ago. Stay right over here for me. Move this out of the way. Give me 1 second. Here. So if this is going to be a hamstring stretch, right? Get the hamstrings looser for, again, we're going to start walking more. Hamstring looser by this stretch here. Hamstring stretch, right? Ready to come up? Come back up, right? Now what we're going to do is turn around to get this stronger.
Okay.
Always we talked about before, stretching first, feels good, then strengthen. 1 then 2 punch. So here against the wall like this. Watch me first. I'm going to bring my foot up. Here. Hold. Good. Where do you feel that?
Oh, I feel
That's
muscle.
Where's it? Where muscle? Perfect. Good. Anything up here?
No.
Good. So let your leg relax. Now come up and bend at the hip.
Like this?
So I'm sorry. See it? Here. And now here. With your hip, only contract the muscle here to pull it up.
The other leg.
Do the same leg,
Oh, okay.
but only use this muscle here to pull up your leg. How's that feel?
Better.
Good. Okay. Using this muscle here to contract allows your back to get stronger here. So when we walk, we're walking. Yes, we're going to walk forward, but when you're walking, you're going to walk and load this muscle, get this foot to come over this way. So you want to make sure when we're loading, okay, these muscles stronger back here allows you to take a step, then lift the other leg to keep that muscle stable the whole time. All right, any questions?
And sitting all day does not work.
It doesn't, but can we get strong enough to sit as long as you want to sit?
Okay.
That's my twist on that.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So does that feel good?
Yes.
Try both sides too.
Okay.
It's more of a, if you want to give it a name, a standing kickback exercise. Standing kickback.
So what do I do
So
now?
we're going to stay here, but we're going to contract this muscle to make that hip come up off the wall.
Oh.
Good. That's the face.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
That's perfect. Switch sides. Contract that muscle. Good.
Oh, I can
That's
feel
the face. You hear the O?
Oh.
Good. We have to work the muscle more.
The
If we
muscle,
get-
right here is where it hurts.
Has to get stronger
Okay, so I gotta do that every day.
every day. Here, one more time. So now we're gonna make this stronger too. We made this stronger, right? Okay. Let's make this stronger also. What do we use the anterior? I'm gonna call it the anterior top of your quad muscle, and when you face your hip, is we lift our leg. Okay. So here, what happens when we fall? Normally, walking forward, what happens? What happens? What do we do?
We call ourselves stupid.
We can call ourselves stupid. I do. That's just me personally. But we also, sometimes we'll drag our foot. We'll catch our foot on something. On the edge of a step. We're part of the curve too. So we want to make sure we can lift our legs high enough for that not to happen. But also when I lift my leg, what happens? Lift my leg, if I lift my right knee, my left leg has to hold my position. It's on the wall all the way. Good, perfect. Good. Again, a dancer. She's the expert at this.
But I'm a Latin dancer, mambo, cha-cha-cha, merengue, which move the upper parts of the body.
Yeah.
But my stroke, I can't bend down like I did. Like
You
a
have to
stroke.
work these muscles more.
Okay, I got.
That's why I do Zumba, so it's all lower body.
Yeah, well, I could do
Kidding.
that.
That's what we do though. So
But
here,
But here I can't do like I did before.
you have to get all this stronger.
Yes.
If I'm going to help you get off the floor, it's going to be this strength first. Okay, so we talked about this one first. For the hip, back of the hip.
Okay.
Now let's work the front of the hips. So here again, feet off the wall just a little bit. Hands on the wall here for stability. And then hips on the wall, right? Head up, body up. Watch me first. I'm going to bring my leg up. Hold. And then drop it back down. Up. Hold. All the way down. Let's go this one too.
Okay.
Good. Good. Switch sides. Switch sides. Right side, right? Yeah, that's the weaker side, correct?
Yes,
Okay. I see your body moving more.
and the muscles here. And I do this one too?
Yep.
This one is easier.
Yeah, your right side is the weaker side right now.
That's my stroke.
So we have to get stronger. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
So yours is going to make sure that we do this. Basically a hip flexion exercise. Up, hold, and relax. Switch sides, up, hold, relax. Trying to use your hands or my fingers so my body doesn't move. I say I'm not doing this. Can I do it? Improper. Good, but not good. You want to make sure by not moving your body, we're isolating that muscle to bring that leg up against gravity. All right, any questions?
I think I got it.
Okay, next week we'll work, next month, God forbid, we make next month, right? Next year, we'll try this again.
Okay,
I'm gonna test you whether you're getting off the floor, okay?
okay.
You got it. So as we're here, again, hip flexion, hold, relax, up, hold, and relax. Why is it not good to keep going back and forth all at one time? Why is it good to pause? Crickets. Because when we pause, we realize which muscle is holding that position. When we slow down, when we pause, slow down, our muscles have to adapt to have better balance. I could walk all day long. If I slow down, I'm walking like that. I know which muscles are working, which ones are not working. We allow the muscle to contract longer in that static position of that hold to make your body work harder. If I'm working harder, I have more strength, I have more endurance, have better balance. It all works together. All right? Questions yet?
What about walking, people like this all the time, walking so they don't trip? You know, like this.
That's the
Or
thing.
with a walker,
We want to be good.
but their excuse is they don't want to fall down, and
So
they
we
want
have-
to see where they're going.
So with a walker, I take all excuses away. I bring the walker taller. Whatever I can do with that length of the walker, the leg, I bring that leg as far up as I can. With the walker, I have to, once I get there, walk with the walker here instead of walking here. But I work with them to make sure they're walking, their standing posture first, their static position here is heels, hip, shoulder, and head. I've done this 1,000 times. Heels, hip, shoulder, and head up here. And from here we take a step forward, stay on our heels, so we're here, using our nose, looking at our vision in the range of our nose down here instead of here. So our body stays here efficiently, hold our body up versus here. Once we go in the hunch position, the back muscles stretch and weaken. Hip flexion muscles tighten and weaken. So now we're stuck here. So when I see someone in the walker, one time I was at church and a lady was using a walker like this. I go, can I help you a little bit? She goes, yeah, sure. I took her walker, put the legs about another maybe 3-4 inches. She's like, that feels so much better. But getting the walker, or whatever you're going to use, even a cane, up here in front of you, allows your body to stay here instead of here. If you're not used to this, if you're used to this, you go to here, are you be comfortable the first day? No. It'll take you time to learn this. When you understand this is better for you, you'll do the work to get up here more. And you'll have better balance too. But it takes work of being uncomfortable to get comfortable in that better position, so you have better balance and strength and less chance of falling. Answer your question?
Well, can you still see the potholes or the
So if
cracks?
you're looking forward enough, yes.
So you have to look forward, that's a good.
It's looking here with your eyes. If my vision with my eyes, is basically I can see about here, let's see, about here to about here. I can look that way and see in front of me. Again, everyone's vision is different, everyone's range is different. But I can see this way instead of looking like this. That's the difference. But it's being comfortable with your walking, or not even your walking, your ability to catch yourself if you do hit something, if you do hit a bump in the road, and realize the muscles are working well enough and fast enough to catch myself. All right, any questions about that? We talked about the quad, talked about the hips, front and back. We talked about those areas. Let's talk about your calves too back here, right? Who has tight calves? I do too. Me too. Okay? Tight calves require you to stretch them. Okay? It may be hard to see. You want to take something where it's more solid, and with your shoe on, you want to put that foot on that edge, on your heel, and let your knee lock out, and then lean forward. Everyone see that? Good. So my foot's going to be on there, my heel's going to be touching the ground with the shoe on. Lock the knee out, so at that point it's just, if my knee's bent, now I don't get that full, now I start bending my knee more. My knee's locked out, now all the hinge is occurring at the stress of the heel. My heel bends, exactly where my calf's going to feel tight. Just like that. You see it? You see it okay? Good?
It's really tight.
Fantastic. Work. At that point, I'd hold that for 15, 20 seconds, and then relax it. Your calf muscle attaches from behind the knee, above the knee, behind the knee, all the way through your foot, underneath your heel, to your midfoot. Because of that, if your calves are tight, can it make your foot arch feel painful or cause plantar fasciitis? Just say yes, people.
Yes.
Okay? Yes, people.
Yeah.
So it can't do that, so you want to make sure if I have any foot pain, heel pain, calf pain, I do this stretch to make sure that all those areas stay loose. Hold that position, 15, 20 seconds, then switch sides. Very simple to do, but you got to do it often enough.
And you have to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
You want load with it. People use a band sometimes, or a band or something else. Good, but you're doing this standing because that's how you walk. You want to have normal load, to the same load you're doing the exercise in. Okay. Once it's loose enough, then you can use the back of a chair or anything you want to use, even a wall, and now start doing calf raises. Okay? Should I do calf raises this way, or should I do them this way? Straight up, right? If I'm an exercise, I want to make sure I exercise and see if I want to be in with good posture. So what I'm going to do is feet on the ground flat, and bring my heels up, hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Wait a couple seconds, and go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 to 4 times. Okay? Does that feel comfortable? Does that feel good? Good? If you want to cause more strength in your calf muscle, what you can do is put, for example, one toe on the ground. So you're relaxing this back. I'm here going to relax my left leg to allow me now to just use my right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Putting all my weight on this, my right side. Instead of with 2 feet, I'm distributing my upper body weight 50-50 with 2 feet. Now with 1 foot, my left foot being on my toe, now I'm putting all my weight on my right leg, causing me to bring that whole calf up, causing more stress, but also more muscle building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and a half, 5. Just work and switch sides if you want to. We have to work the muscle. Yes, Deb?
What about this part? It's not the ankle, but it's this bone right here.
That's what calcaneus, yeah. What causes pain?
Okay, I guess it's sciatic.
Is it numbness, tingling, burning, or just straight pain?
It's a pain like somebody's cutting my leg.
And is it when you're walking, or also when you're not walking?
Sometimes at night.
Mm-hmm. So it's at night. That's more.
Yeah.
That's more nerve pain.
It's worse though.
What's that? I'm sorry.
When I get up and start walking, it gets worse, but
But does it loosen up when you're walking? Does it loosen up on its own, or does it stay the same pain?
Well, kind of changes throughout the day, but the pain is 24 hours.
So if you have it when you're sleeping or not moving, that's more nerve pain, like it's sometimes sciatica.
Yeah.
Sciatica is basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nerves that come out of the back. They form one sciatic trunk. They branch out down the leg. That leg can happen where that trunk, that nerve can branch off and radiate to the hip, to the groin, front leg, back of the leg, past the knee, past the ankle, into the foot, into the big toe. Does yours just go here, or does it go the whole way?
Well, I have neuropathy too, so for a long time I exercise and do all this stuff and get a massage, but now with the nerves, it just, and I know the doctor said that if I fix this will fix, but I was wondering if there has to be some exercises or something that will help me, that will alleviate.
If the problem is if the exercise, you're doing everything right. You're doing both sides, you're working both sides, right? Left and right side.
And this one is just starting now, like this one was.
So you almost have to, because your muscles are stronger, you have good strength, you have good exercise routine, you have to take care of the back to make that go away. You may want to see a chiropractor.
Oh, I have gone all over.
So the chiropractor would alleviate that nerve pinch here to help that feel better.
Yeah, I have gone. So somebody told me to come to you.
And that's what we do. At my office, we just take the x-ray first. What we would do in our office is take the x-ray first to the back, also the ankle too. They take x-ray of the ankle also, make sure nothing's there. At that point, treat this to make that better. Along with maintaining your routine too. That's the thing is, if you've done everything right where you're stretching, you're exercising, and it's not going away, and you're having a problem when you're sleeping, in a joint or a muscle, most likely that's a nerve problem, not a muscle problem. The muscle problem requires movement all the time to cause pain. If the muscle's not moving, you've had it for more than maybe even a few weeks or so, has to be a nerve issue. That's the problem. Especially if you know you have neuropathy, you want to make sure if you have MRIs and x-rays done, make sure you look for those problems in the common area, because there's unlock to make that nerve calm down. I have people come to my office with just knee pain, just calf pain on one leg, and no other problems. No back, even no back pain either. No back pain, nothing. We treat the back, you even treat the knee or the ankle, and the knee and the ankle feel better.
Right, yeah.
It's not magic. This is the problem causing that pain.
Right.
What we do. So yours is keep exercising and make sure you get checked out by a chiropractor, looks at x-rays, to make sure this and this can be moved to cause the nerve pain to go away. That's the goal. That'd be my 2 cents on this without seeing you. But yours is continue exercising now. Don't stop exercising. As long as your exercise isn't making it worse, keep moving. Okay? Another thing, when we walk, we did this before too, how should we walk? Should I walk like this? I don't want to hear you walking. Like people want to hear the cracking of the knuckles. Right? Perfect. I don't want to hear you stomping either. Okay, so when I'm walking, I want to make sure when I'm walking, I roll my feet. Okay, to practice that, like a dancer, I want to put my front foot, maybe my right foot down, on my heel, my left foot, as I bring my right foot down, my heel down, my foot flat, bring my left foot up. And slowly roll back and forth. Get that motion going so you roll your feet, not stomp your feet. Okay? Once you have that good enough on one side, feels good 4 to 5 times, then switch sides here. Now go back and forth. Okay? And you want to make sure your feet are straight too. You want to make sure your feet are not turned out. You want to make sure your feet are straight. So my feet are straight. I'm here. Again, looking up this way. Roll my feet. Back and forth 4 or 5 times. Once I'm comfortable with this, then what I want to do is close my eyes. Good? I saw the eyes like pop up. Okay? Close my eyes doing it. Now I use just my feet for balance, not my vision. Right? Is this harder? Yes, it is. You train this way, then if I fall backwards, I can catch myself. Alright? Again, switch sides. Now when we switch sides, the right foot's forward. You're going to have a side that feels a little bit more off balance than the other one. When we're doing this and you feel off balance, great. Your brain's working now because under that stress to rechange your balance point. Okay, when we're here, we want to make sure we're sitting our body up again on our heels, back here the whole time. Again, eyes open and eyes closed to feel more uncomfortable, so your brain resets your balance faster. Any questions about that? Nothing yet? Good. So last one here is now taking all of that in component. With the walk, we want to make sure we're walking, head up, shoulders back. When we're standing here, weight on our heels. At that point, our back has to activate to hold us up. We're walking to walk with a heel to toe, right? Bring your toe up, down. At that point, as I bring my left foot down, flat on the ground, my right toe comes up. I'm going to stop here. Why do I stop? I want to make sure my balance point is everything's here, feels good. Make the muscles work for a second, and then come forward. I'm adding more stress to my body by stopping, so my body holds the position. Another step, head up, looking forward. Here, take a step, drop my foot, hit it for a second. Okay, same thing back here. Now I'm doing also this time with my eyes closed. Who's going to catch me? Catch me, anybody catch me? Here, eyes closed, left foot comes forward, on my heel, my foot dropped, my left foot, right heel, right toe comes, or right heel comes up, head still up, body hopefully is still straight, not shaking too much. At that point, my right foot comes forward, hold that heel up first. What are we doing? Hold on. Here, my right foot comes forward, left heel comes up, hold for a second. At that point, switch sides again. Left foot comes forward, left foot goes flat, right heel goes up. At that point, then more and more and more. As you do it more, your body will feel fatigued, will feel tired. Why is that good?
It's working.
It's working to make the muscles stronger, working your balance here so it all coordinates together, the whole body. If you're uncomfortable doing it just freely in the, say, the road, or your hallway, or your floor, use a table if you need to. Put your fingers on the table, so that point control some of your balance until you're ready for it. Even a wall too, on the wall. Let your body slowly get used to it, so at that point, you're uncomfortable to get comfortable walking. Okay? Once you've walked this way long enough, going forward, now you can do, with your eyes open, eyes closed, now you can do, and start walking backwards. Who wants to demonstrate this? Anybody? I don't recommend it. Be careful out there. Okay? So here, taking a step backwards, hold. Here, take a step backwards, hold. Here, take a step backwards. Hold 1 second, the room just moved on me. Hold, backwards, hold. Okay? It's doing it slow enough so your body has to rebalance every inch versus quick like this all day long. All day long. I want my muscles to work harder so my normal walking gets easier, right? That's the plan. Any questions at all? Yes, ma'am.
The eyes open and then closed,
Yes.
so you have better balance if your eyes are open.
Because you're using your vision to hold a point that's not moving, so everything up here feels comfortable. Eyes are closed now, okay, where's everything? Where are people in the room? What's not moving? Now all you can do is use your feet, tactile sensation, that pressure on your feet to hold your balance. Making the feet sensors work more, so now everything is here, not here. That's the difference. It's called your rider's reflex, which is your vision, your line of sight, your level point. You lose that. Body goes, now what do I do? We're so used to using our eyes for balance. The problem is for going backwards, you can't use your eyes. My wife has eyes in the back of her head. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. And my mom does too. That's the thing. We have to make sure we're doing enough so we're in a situation we can't control and catch our body. Why dancing is so effective. Makes your body move so many different directions to make your body now have fast twitch muscles that respond more quickly. The muscle can adapt to that too. This takes work. this every day, every other day allows your body to move better, then have better balance, better strength, and walk better. So we stay here. If I catch me on the corner, I'm not going to roll my ankle. I'm not going to hurt my knee. My body's able to adapt that very quickly. Okay? Once you get this thing down, then walking 10, 15 minutes a day gets everything stronger here, here, and here. So your body stays strong. We want proper form first by doing each step separately and then working together as one unit. Working together. Okay? Any questions at all? Yes, go ahead.
I have those plastic balls,
Mm-hmm.
and what I do is put it between my knee and I
Ah.
squeeze.
Good.
And then I put it on the bottom of my foot and I turn my feet around with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put it under my arm, squeeze it. I learned that at the gym years ago,
Good.
but I keep doing it.
You're causing more range of motion, more movement, more strength, more strength. Whatever you have you can use. I had people before my previous talks use water bottles, use a stick, use a broom. Yes, you don't need weights or something special to buy online for $29.99 with $10 shipping. All you need is something around the house. But it's doing it consistently, doing it every day to make your body stay loose and strong and better balanced. That's the key. Yes, sir.
Treadmill versus walking.
They're different.
We know that. What is better?
Walking. Walking allows you to work different terrain and more load back here. Treadmill will keep you in one position. You want the movement of be different terrain.
It'd be pretty hard to do these exercises on the walking. With your heel there.
Exactly. You want to make sure
You have to go real slow.
you have to do exactly. Do it real slow. Real slow allows you to have more strength, more endurance, and better balance. Treadmill is good if you want to go distance. If you want to build strength. But once you have all this stuff down, then that's great to do.
But strength or distance on the treadmill.
Exactly. Strength and distance, endurance there, but you want to get the motion down first, the coordination down first. Anything tight, stretch it out first. Anything sore, stretch it out first. I've been fighting triathlons and marathons. Great training. If you pull a muscle, you got to back everything off and start over again. So by doing all the stretches first before you do your walking, treadmill, or outside, allows your body not to be injury-free the whole time, not cause injury. It's work every day of our lives. It's fun. Yes, ma'am?
That treadmill issue, some people can walk on it. I can't.
You gotta go-
sends me right off over.
You almost got-
Something
that's-
wrong with my head.
It's going too fast for you.
Oh,
Some of them have a starting speed of 1.5. You want to work at your pace. I'd rather go outside even in your own house and slowly walk versus worry about what pace you're on a treadmill because you can't move on a treadmill. You're stuck on it. Unless you can walk at a fast pace you're walking at a fast pace, treadmill's no good to you. And you're going to almost hurry yourself. You're not going to worry about the form. You're worry about getting so you don't fall off. Embarrass yourself.
well, so if you are a fast walker, which I always have been, that on the treadmill, it's too dangerous.
It gets in your head that you're going to fall.
Okay.
So you're going to tense up so you lose your coordination. Coordination works best when you're relaxed. When you tense up, then all of a sudden everything feels rigid. And you have to, if you ever fall, then you're not going to be able to hold your normal balance, your normal stride. Your normal gait pattern of here, the normal stride speed, meaning how fast you want to walk. You gotta do it comfortable for you. Unless like it's yesterday where there's a blizzard outside, Southern California is pretty much rain-free. At that point, walk outside or walk indoors along the hallway to get your pace down. Treadmills are great, again, for strength, for endurance, but you don't need that a lot.
Well, people worry about their heart rate. What does that do for you?
It brings your heart rate up.
Is that healthy?
If you have heart problems like I do, yes. You want to make sure your body has a certain rate every day, or every other day.
Oh.
You want to push it up a little higher. So make sure you have enough. You want to make sure that muscle expands enough with enough blood pressure by causing your heart to go up, so that muscle stays loose. Versus you don't do enough, it gets tighter, tighter, tighter.
As you get older, that's a benefit.
So you want to make sure you get,
need to do that
you
work.
make sure that you do it long enough and get high enough to get that heart rate moving.
So it won't kill you.
It won't like just go, we're done. But we have life insurance, yes.
I live next door,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's cold or raining, like it did yesterday,
Yep, oh yeah.
I walk a whole place around. And sometimes, and I walk up and down the stairs,
Mhm.
because that's good.
Yes.
And then I get a little tired, but that's all right. I
Tired here or tired in your legs?
No, my legs.
Yeah.
But, no, my heart is doing right. Sometimes I just breathe in and out,
Uh-huh.
and it helps a lot.
Yeah.
So why would the cold help more than,
I'm sorry.
you say you do it because it was cold?
It was cold outside, yeah.
It's cold outside.
So instead of walking outside, she walked in her hallway and up the stairs to get her heart rate going and get her walks in.
And walk in, because I have multiple myeloma,
Yeah.
which is cancer of the bone marrow.
Okay.
So I have to exercise a lot. And then when I go to the market, even if I only buy one thing, I walk the whole place around,
Good.
you know, because that helps. And I try not to hold on to the cart.
It's one of these people like, I'll wear a watch and I'll check my watch every day. I want to hit about 10,000 steps every day. Can you count your head or use whatever you want to use, even your phone, to count your steps every day? If you don't have enough steps, you go, did I walk enough today? Did I move enough today? So you want to make sure you're doing enough so this all stays strong. We don't feel when it gets weak until we have to use it again.
Well, some people say 6,000 a day. I'm lucky if I get over 2,000.
It's doing more. You got to find a way. I know.
But I'm on my feet all day. I don't sit.
Yes, but we have to keep. But the pace, keeping that stride going, that velocity of constant speed of walking, allows your body to get stronger. When I stop and go, my wife goes out with my wife. I do this, hold bags all day, but I walk from there to there to there. That doesn't really count. I want a constant speed like she's doing, 15, 20 minutes of a constant speed, so that's when you're moving the whole time. It's good.
No, I was gonna say, I have a feeling, and I told her before, that something's wrong with her watch.
Oh no.
Because she's always very active.
Mhm.
She gets up late, but I mean, she's very,
Good for
very
you.
active.
Yeah.
So I don't think that she
So
only does
if I'm not
2,000.
gonna walk as much, then I'm gonna make
Go
sure
check that.
I do enough things at home, such as, for example, chair squats here to keep my legs strong. If I'm not going to go for walks, I got to make sure I do something my legs stay strong the whole time. So doing maybe 5 of these every hour allows your body to get stronger this way. And hands on your quads, so your body stays upright the whole time. There we go. Here, not here. Difference? You see it? I'm coming up. What I want to do is here, but my body comes straight up. I'm here coming up. Instead of doing this, where I come down, lean forward, then go.
Oh.
I want to come up straight up, because that tells me everything back here is working. This is working. This is activating. I'm coming straight up. This is not activated. I'm using my momentum to push forward on my knees and go. All right. Now I'm here. So you want to make sure you're using these muscles to come up and down out of the chair. By leaning back more allows your muscles to work better. You're leaning back more, you're correcting your posture, maintaining a good posture here instead of here. So working with that is the key.
That's hard.
If that's hard, then we'll modify it. Back of a chair, a little short for me. I'm going to spread my legs a little bit. Here, come straight down, hold, and come straight up.
You know, I like to
Yes.
do that exercise, but against a wall.
Wall squat.
Yeah.
But now you're not using your back
That
though.
forces you to stay right, exactly.
But now you're not using your back though. This is good. This one here, a wall squat, is good. It's good for your quads, for your legs, for your hips, but not for your back.
Okay.
But again, I'm going to start someone here on the wall first
Yeah.
to make their legs
Go
stronger.
down deep, 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 deep.
Here, and then come back up. But once that feels good, then I come here, and then do these where I come halfway down, hold, come up.
That's better for your back.
Mhm. More back strength.
Because the sitting, I went to therapy, I had a hard time.
That's okay, it's work. But for
Not
yours
only
too,
sitting, but this business.
coming
I
up.
could learn to put my buttocks into it and then down.
Because you had to work other muscles first
Yeah.
to get this easier. But yours too, I would do is, if whatever you're comfortable with, come down where it's just here, hold, come back up. But only come down to where it feels comfortable. Start doing this, you're going down too far. Go down where you're comfortable, hold, then come back up.
But the important thing is to keep the back
Straight as
perpendicular to the
possible.
ground. Straight as possible.
That point we're staying here, hold, come back up.
Both my knees hurt.
That's okay. And then for you, I have all the answers for you today. These right here. Get the knees stronger this way by doing your extensions. Stronger knees, easier squat.
So when you do these on the chair, is it okay to come out your heels with that?
Yes.
Okay.
For me, I go wider. Here, hold, come back up. Because you want to kick your knees forward a little bit, so your back stays straight the whole time. Hold, then come back up.
What happens to feet?
I can't do it, it hurts.
I put my feet straight.
Like
You gotta
here.
straighten that.
Mine go real straight.
I put my feet back,
Hmm?
I can stand easier.
There you go.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's actually better because then you keep your body up here.
Okay.
Here. So you want, when I'm sitting, exactly, if I'm here sitting, I want to come up, hands here, straight up.
Okay.
That's great. You have good back strength. You have good hip strength. That's good.
It's easier. So I thought, I didn't know if that's the,
Nope.
no.
This is harder here for most people than here.
Oh.
That's easier for most people. If you have a strong back and strong hips, that tells me you can stay back here and come straight up.
Yeah.
Sticks work?
Does it matter if your legs are long? I mean, does it make a difference
Travis.
to be in a higher chair?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I think this chair's too low for me.
Yeah, you have, see the problem when you're tall is now your knee is going to be above your hip. That causes too much, that makes it harder for you to transfer that weight to your knees. So having a higher chair allows you to move that area better.
To be short.
So almost you can try this one. Legs on the side. So you're going to scoot forward more.
That's easy.
So now your knees are below your hips. Now come up that way. See how that feels?
Oh, it's easy.
You cheated, but that feel easier?
I cheated, but it doesn't hurt.
So your job is, can I get my knees below my hips so I make my body come up easier? Oh, secret. Yes, you guys did a workout today. A lot of patience later. Yes, ma'am.
What am I doing wrong? Because when I do that, see if I'm doing it right?
Come over here. I can't see from back there. Let's see.
And some people's legs are longer from here to here, or from here to here.
Yep, so bring your foot further back like you're doing to make it easier on your knees. Grab, so what's your name?
May.
May? Totally nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on down. So what do you feel you're doing right now?
Okay, this is what I was doing.
Okay.
I'm trying to do it just straight,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you said to keep straight.
Good.
Okay, but when I do that,
Mm-hmm.
now this part over here is
Pressure. Yeah. It makes everything, right now when you're doing that, it's just tightening that.
Yeah, now it just,
Because you're keeping which is good, you're keeping your head here.
uh-huh.
To make your whole body want to stay back more. When you're sitting back more, there'll be more pressure in your spine because it's working harder.
So if I'm not doing anything wrong?
No, you're doing wrong. You have a tight neck.
Oh, what
You have to see a
do?
chiropractor.
Oh, I have. It's just like everything is wrong with
Yeah.
my body.
The thing is, if these, like same thing, if this feels wrong to you, feels tight here, hip, low back, we have to make those areas loose so that it actually gets stronger. Because when you're causing the muscle to stretch and strain, it's going to cause joint pressure. If that causes joint pressure, get that pressure released out of there, so your body can actually stay loose. And then get stronger too. The reason we're here is, grab her.
So is there an exercise that I can get my neck stronger?
It would be more shoulder exercise, be more here, coming straight up, hold, and relax.
Okay,
Up, hold, and relax.
okay.
That'd be yours, but try it one more time, try it one more time. Let's see. See how that feels. Is that good?
Feel,
Then come straight up. How's the neck feel?
well, I still feel. a
Is
little-
it less pressure
Well,
or the same?
what did I do wrong? What did I do different than
You did the
than
strokes.
before? Oh, this, just two of them makes a difference?
Mm-hmm. Makes the muscle looser.
Oh, okay.
By causing that movement, the joint has to compress, and then can decompress on its own.
Okay.
So come up again. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, it does feel a little different now.
So contract, we're doing it, contract up, hold, and relax. Good job, May.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
I don't know if
Yeah.
folks here are aware, but at Montclair Plaza, they open it up early, I think Mondays and Wednesdays and
Go walking,
Fridays,
right?
so you can walk
Mm-hmm.
all year round. During the winter when it's cold, during the summer when it's real hot, it's advantageous to do that.
Yes. So if you don't want to walk outside, you go to Montclair Plaza inside and do your walks. How long do you think is that? The whole round, one round.
You can do it in about 5 minutes. I mean.
Well, if you're jogging, yeah. If you're full sprint.
No, well, you can grab your feet in 10 minutes. But the thing is
There you
that
go.
if they open that special early on.
What time do they open?
I think it's 9 o'clock, it's
Okay.
9 to 9.
Okay.
The Montclair only opens at 10.
Perfect.
I haven't done it in a long time, so they may have changed it.
No, I'm pretty sure they're open again. Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I think.
Well, doing okay. Look it up to that point. Find a place that's. The nice thing is, can you find a place that you like to walk and do it a couple times, 3 times a week, minimum. But by doing that, then getting out of chairs easier. Then getting off the floors easier. Then getting out of beds easier. Getting out of your cars easier. Can we do that, or is it better to do nothing? Start using a cane than a walker than a wheelchair? No. Audience said no. Keep moving. We have to keep doing our things every day. And again, if first time coming here to my workshop, I put this video, so I should have live here, and I put that video on YouTube down the line in a couple days, just so you get the video good if you want to. I'll see it on my YouTube. All right? Any questions? So, anyone else? Any questions you have, let me know. I'm going to stay for another 5 minutes. I gotta go grab some food and get to work. Thank you for coming. Take your waitresses. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy 2022 almost, people. Later, AJ. Thanks for watching.